bear with me, okay? Thanks. Whereas Robert Colas has dedicated 37 years of service to Toms River Township Public Works Department, serving as a first-class operator in the Roads Division, and whereas Bob has consistently demonstrated exceptional skills, professionalism, and dedication in maintaining and improving our roads and infrastructure, and whereas Bob has been a valuable and respected member of our team, always willing to go above and beyond to ensure the safety and functionality of our community, and whereas Bob has served as a mentor and role model to his colleagues, sharing his knowledge and expertise to help others succeed in their roles, and whereas Bob has made a long-lasting impact on Toms River Township Public Works Department and the community, leaving behind a legacy of excellence and dedication. Now, therefore, I, Daniel Roderick, by virtue of the authority vested in me as Mayor of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean, on behalf of the council members and the residents of Toms River, do hereby recognize and honor Robert Colas for his 37 years of dedicated service and wish him well-deserved and enjoyable retirement. We thank Bob for his contributions to our department and community and wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Congratulations. Have a nice round of applause for Bob. Great. This will be presented to you during the week. The president's not here. All right. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Probably seen a lot of changes here, right, Bob? I'll bet. I'd like to call up Eagle Scout Alexander Rigas. Come on up. Right here. And again, Alexander, I just got this, so if you'll bear with me while I read that, if that's okay with you. Okay, good. Whereas Alexander Rigas is a graduated member of the BSA, Boy Scouts of America, Troop 520 of the Jersey Shore Council of the Boy Scouts of America of Toms River, New Jersey, and has earned the highest honor in BSA and the rank of Eagle Scout. And whereas Alex began his scouting journey in the first grade in Cub Scouts, enjoying both indoor and outdoor activities, trips to museums and camping. In fourth grade, Alex advanced to the Weblos and continued in fifth, where he received the Arrow of Light and advanced to Boy Scout. During 6th through the 12th grade, Alex completed the required badges and Eagle Scout project to become an Eagle Scout. And whereas Alex is an active member of St. Joseph's Church in Toms River and wanted to give back to the church by doing his Eagle Scout project there. After meeting with Father Scott and the head of the grounds department, he dedicated to build and install bat boxes as an environmental safe way to control the mosquito population in Toms River. And whereas Alex graduated from Toms River North High School in June 2025 and is continuing his education at Joseph County Vocational Technical School, where he will be studying computer systems, networking, and telecommunications. He also volunteers at the John Bon Jovi Soul Kitchen in Toms River. Now, therefore, I, Daniel T. Roderick, Mayor of the Township of Toms River, on behalf of myself and the Township Council and the residents of the Township of Toms River, congratulate Alexander Rigas on his achievement of becoming an Eagle Scout and commend and applaud his commitment to the Boy Scout program and for dedicating his time and efforts for the good of his community. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. We'll get this to you. We're done.
Okay, we're going to move on to the consent agenda. All matters listed under the item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired at of any item, that item will be considered separately.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask if there's any council members who would like any of the resolutions withheld for a separate vote.
I'd like to pull out J, please.
Council Vice Chair.
Yes.
Al, please.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask the members of the community if there's any resolutions they would like to have held for a separate vote. Seeing none, I'd like to have a motion to,
Second the motion.
Motion to approve the balance of the consent agenda minus J and L was made by Councilwoman O'Toole, seconded by Councilman Iverson. Councilwoman O'Toole? Councilman Iverson?
Yes.
Sorry. Council Vice President Coleman?
yes.
Councilman Byrne?
Yes.
Councilman Sikosi?
Yes.
Councilman Quinlisk?
Yes.
We're going to move to item J.
Yeah, I just have a question. I'd like to know why we're just buying one vehicle when we could probably get a better price if we buy the fleet. Are we replacing a crashed vehicle?
I'm not positive, Tom, on this, but I believe that an order has been put in for multiple vehicles.
Okay.
Okay?
This calls out for one vehicle, 58,000 specifically.
Right.
Why one vehicle is the question.
I guess I don't know.
Mr. Summers? You can ask him. You can ask Mike. What is
Mr.
it?
Solanas?
They're purchasing one vehicle. I'm not sure what your question is, but
What did
He
he say?
says he's not sure what your question
We
is.
usually buy
Why are we
multiples.
approving one police vehicle when normally we do it in batches?
if additional vehicles need to be purchased, then they'll have another resolution.
We'll have another resolution for the remainder of the other
So this is
vehicles.
part of the 15 that we previously approved, and we're doing it one at a time?
I'd have to look that up for you, but this is for one vehicle. I'm not sure what,
But it'll be a separate resolution for the rest.
Not making sense.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve J.
Second? Okay.
Motion to approve J was made by Councilman Iverson, seconded by Councilwoman O'Toole. Councilman Iverson?
Yes.
Councilwoman O'Toole? Yes. Council Vice President Coleman?
Yes.
Councilman Byrne?
Yes.
Councilman Sikosi?
I'm going to abstain again because I think this was from the August 27th meeting. We approved $8,900,000 for the police department, and it says for capital acquisitions, cars, and wherever. So I abstained from that vote back in August. So I feel I have to abstain from J.
Coun-
And I don't know if this is a separate thing, or is it part of last month's money, or is this additional? So I abstain.
Councilman Quinlisk?
I have to say no, there's no clarification as to why we're buying one vehicle for the police department at this time. We just got 11, we got 15 more supposedly on order, and I think the mayor even said at one point he didn't like the Tahoes because of a bunch of recalls, if I remember that from the last meeting, was it, when we approved the bid, or the bond? So I say no.
Moving on to item L.
Discussion? Mr. Cozy?
Yeah, well, it goes back to the same thing, to the August 27th meeting. I think it was number 7. It was the final reading. It was almost $9 million for the police department. And is this $554,000 additional to that or not? So there's no clarification for me, and I'll have to abstain on this one also.
Ask for clarification. Ask for clarification.
Can we get a motion then, if we're done?
Motion.
Councilwoman O'Toole motioned item L. We need a second.
Second?
Seconded by Council Vice President Coleman. Councilwoman O'Toole? Yes. Council Vice President Coleman?
Yes.
Councilman Byrne?
Yes.
Councilman Sikosi?
Abstain.
Councilman Iverson?
Yes.
Councilman Quinlisk?
Can I just ask for quick clarification? Is this money already, that we're just spending out of what we bonded last month? Is that what this is? Is this additional monies not accounted for in the budget? What is this?
It's exactly what it says in the resolution, sir.
Ms. Gallagher,
Ms. Gallagher, do you have any comment on that?
how can we vote on this?
Come on up, Dottie.
Thank you.
You did have the agenda before the meeting, you know, you could have come into town
That
hall
would be
and
an
asked for
awesome
clarification.
idea. Awesome. Thank you for suggesting that.
These funds are coming out of capital accounts that already existed,
Okay.
not the ordinance we just passed.
This money already accounted for.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, take a vote.
Your
Oh,
vote,
we have a
Councilman?
vote. I believe
Yeah,
you're,
my vote would be
Yeah.
yes.
you said yes?
Yes.
Moving on to the reports.
Motion to approve?
Motion to approve the reports was made by Council Vice President Coleman, seconded by Councilwoman O'Toole. Council Vice President Coleman?
Yes.
Councilwoman O'Toole? Yes. Councilman Byrne?
Yes.
Councilman Sikosi?
Yes.
Councilman Iverson?
Yes.
Councilman Quinlis?
Yes.
Moving on to the bills. We need a motion for the bills.
Motion. I'll second.
Motion to approve the bills was made by Councilwoman O'Toole, seconded by Council Vice President Coleman. Councilwoman O'Toole? Yes. Council Vice President Coleman?
Yes.
Councilman Byrne?
Yes.
Councilman Sikosi?
Yes, but no to Shore Media and no to, where is he, Burke Esquire.
Councilman Iverson?
Yes to the majority, no to Burke Esquire and Shore Network News.
Councilman Quinlis?
Yes, the majority have to abstain from Board of Fire Commissioners, District 2, Remington Vernick. No to Shore News Network, Shore Media, and Burke Esquire.
Excuse me, Clerk. I have to make a correction, please. I have to abstain from preferred behavioral health and yes to the rest.
Okay, thank
Sorry.
you. Moving on to public comment.
We're going to go to the council first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold the same rules that President Council Lamb held to, and that means we'll have 1 hour for public comments and same guidelines. So we all know them by now, so I'm not going to repeat his little expose. So anyway, council has up to 5 minutes. Councilman Nivison, would you like to go first, please? Nivison. Tom.
It's actually Nivison, but
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Apologize.
I'd just like to bring some attention to the fact that township employees have been removing signs from private property, namely commercial property that's owned in Silverton, was caught on video. And I'd like to find out why Mayor Roderick, who's not here, is backing a Democrat to run for council. I guess his Democratic colors are showing. But I'd also like to just thank everybody here, congratulate the mayor. Congratulations again to Robert for all those diligent years, and just keep coming out and voicing your opinions. Thank you.
Councilman Byrne.
I have nothing to add into that, take away.
Councilor Quizzic, please.
I don't have much either. I'm very sick today, so I'm going to keep it sweet. I do want to acknowledge again the foolish death of Charlie Kirk the last week, even more senseless death of those 3 police officers in Pennsylvania. I am quite often the voice up here that challenges things, and I hope it never comes to violence. I mean, I know it's not in my nature to be like that. We can challenge the authority. We can question everything. Citizens, I expect you to question all these things, but violence is not the answer, and it's senseless. But please continue to question things. Please continue to do your homework and show up at these meetings and voice your opposition to things that you think are wrong. Other than that, I want everybody to have a great rest of the week. Thank you.
Councilman Jacozy.
Isn't it so nice how quiet it is this evening here? Our first meeting in 2 years. It's quite civil this afternoon. So I always prefer to speak after the public comment. So if something comes up, I can address that. I don't know why it was switched tonight, but you know, there's the recurring themes here about signs disappearing on property, public property. Township employees are instructed to take them down and take them away. The police signs, 25 miles an hour, the primary signs disappearing, and it seems like nothing happens. So I hope everyone had a good summer, and I'm grateful that everyone comes to these meetings. You're our eyes and ears of this town, and we have a big election coming up in November. Do your homework on the candidates and get out to vote, spread the word, and God bless everybody, and God bless Toms River. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to keep it short and sweet and say I hope you all have a safe, happy fall. And above all, it is important that we all vote, no matter which side of the fence we're on. It's our right that our veterans have given to us. We should respect that and show that we honor what they did for us. So again, I urge you to vote no matter what your vote is, but please take the time to vote. It's important. Thank you. Okay, this time we're going to move on to public comments. Once again, we're going to use the same guidelines as President Lamb had in place, and it will be for a period of 1 hour. Each speaker gets 3 minutes, and please line up and be ready to speak. Sir.
Craig Saltarelli, 89 Cedar Grove Road, Toms River, New Jersey. So, Mayor Roderick told everybody how he's going to save everybody money. What amazes me, and I'd like to know who approved it, that Mayor Roderick is using Public Works as his personal Jiffy Lube to get tires. Well, let me get the prices on. So he just had shocks done in this vehicle that he drives, $238.26. He had wipers done, $18.90. He had 4 brand new tires put in, $77.24. He fills his tank up, who knows how many times a week, because he's using a township vehicle that my tax dollars and your tax dollars and all your tax dollars are going to pay for, so he can drive to a secondary job in Irvington, New Jersey. So who approves that? Who approves that?
The mayor, much like every other mayor that's come before him, uses a township vehicle. It's one of the...
I mean, you can blow steam up my ass as much as you want,
It's the
but
benefit of being the mayor. The mayor makes...
it's not a benefit.
The mayor makes far less money than many of the
Far
mayors
less
on the
money.
state in
He makes
comparable sized towns.
$120,000 at his secondary job. He's still making money
makes
from
far less
Middletown.
money from the town
He's
than he-
making money for the town. He can't afford to take his own vehicle.
You want an
All
answer
right,
your
I'm going to
question?
go back to what was...
He can't.
Public comment.
All I'm saying
We're not
is-
going to interrupt you. Please finish your
I was
comment.
just interrupted.
I know. I'm just saying, we're not going to do that.
Okay,
Okay?
well, I appreciate it.
Sure.
But my question is, who's approving this? Who's approving it?
It was approved by the council.
Okay,
He approved it himself.
okay.
And the other mayors
Did you-
used it
did
to
you
go
approve it?
from town hall
Council used
to
to
their
do it,
house
Did
and
you-
back.
did you-
From town hall to their house and back.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He's parking in Irvington, which is one of the highest crime rates in New Jersey. So the vehicle is in a high crime
My
rate.
question is...
He's driving
How come
recklessly.
there's a video of people following the mayor all the way up the parkway?
Oh, I have
Don't
no
you think it's a
idea.
little creepy there, Craig?
It has nothing to do with me. I didn't
a
do,
little
listen,
creepy.
I wish I was smart enough to do that.
Wasn't you that was following him?
I wish it was me. I wish I was smart enough to do that. No, it wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. But I watch Facebook and Instagram. I see all.
Mr. Sonis,
I see
please
what's
let him
going on.
finish. Please let him finish his comments
Yeah.
without comment. Please finish,
Second of
sir.
all, I'd like to know why Mr. Roderick's assistant, Drew, is sending me emails from his personal email, calling me a Karen, calling me a coward. Why is he sending it through his personal email? I'd like to know why I'm getting personal emails from Drew Chabot from his personal email. Why am I getting a personal email? Why can't he send it
No,
through his,
you've- you-
why can't he send it,
Remember, it was public comments.
why can't it
You're
get
asking
sent through
questions,
his
just public
township
comment.
email?
Just say you're upset with the emails that you get. I understand that,
That's
okay?
fine. That's fine, no problem.
All right.
But I just wanted to bring it to the attention of all the taxpayers that we're funding Mr. Roderick's vehicle to drive, who knows how much fuel, well, we're gonna find out how much fuel and what he's paying in tolls. We shouldn't have to pay for tolls. We shouldn't have to pay
The
for any of
township does
that.
not pay for any tolls in any township vehicles.
Good evening, Julie.
Hi, Julie Adamek, 69 Cedar Grove Road. I want to just set the record straight from the last meeting with the public record. I brought up about the 18-wheel trucks, the tractor trailers that are coming down Cedar Grove Road, and all we're waiting for is a resolution from the township. We've been able to put them on the agenda for stop signs in Guilford Park area on streets that have no traffic and get stop signs approved. This is a major safety issue. But the mayor at the last meeting claimed that I was the only one complaining about this. So January 26th, another resident that lives on Cedar Grove Road wrote an email to officials, and it said, I have seen at least 6 major accidents in front of my house in that time, and 2 of them involved a telephone pole and loss of power. People are driving excessively fast during the day, but the speeding at nighttime is horrendous. Note, we also need the correct signage so that 18-wheel trucks do not use these roads. I have seen several 18-wheelers on Edkin Avenue turn onto Cedar Grove Road over the years. Another resident wrote me an email and said, I've been sitting at the light at Bay and Cedar Grove Road in the morning on a few occasions where a ShopRite truck has made the left onto Cedar Grove Road, almost taking out the cars in the turning lane. And the one driver yelled at the people in that lane, telling them to move out of his way like they were doing something wrong. Those trucks are way too big to be on that road, and they are putting other traffic, the residents, and school traffic at risk. So I am not the only one that's been complaining about this or commenting about this. I'm bringing it to your attention again. President Lamb told me at the last meeting that he was working on it. This was sent over more than 2 months ago from the county. The county did a speed study, they did a traffic study, they did an investigation, and the report was sent over. The blood is going to be on your hands when there's a tragic accident. And as I mentioned before, one of my childhood friends on that street was hit by a car, and this was more than 50 years ago when she ran in the street to get a ball. So this is nothing to be fooling around with. If we can put stop signs on streets in Guilford Park that have no traffic, this should be a priority. The other thing is that the town looks like a dump at this point. The weeds, the overgrowth is 3 to 5 feet high at a lot of properties, a lot of intersections, making
Can you give us some
visibility
addresses, please, so
difficult.
we can look those up? I guess not. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Tony Averso, 20 Rico Avenue, Toms River, New Jersey. I've been here 4 months with this ordinance, haven't gotten an answer back. It's about paving and repaving when you open up a street under a year, 5 years. Okay, Lamb said he was gonna handle it. I've been dealing with him and the mayor for the last 2 years about this problem. When does this stop? When do we get answers? That's it. Here's the ordinance. I gave him 4 copies last month. If they went in the garbage, I don't know. But this is getting ridiculous. What does that mean?
It's the engineer.
It's the engineer. I think Mr. Muley may want to give you
Shed some light.
could shed some light on that. Step aside just a second.
Afternoon. Hi, Anthony. Good. So we've found out who did the saw cut at the end of the cul-de-sac there. It was Veolia. We've reached out to them, and we're working it out between our office and theirs. The ordinance has a couple of parameters, including if it was disturbed within the time frame.
3 months ago.
Right. So we communicated with them, we've been in touch, and actually, I should be addressing you, Councilman, sorry.
That's all right.
So it's being worked out. Actually, I just had a conversation with James over there just yesterday on the matter, amongst a myriad of other areas in town that have been cut up. This one's unique in that it's not a full-blown trench. For a main repair, it was an emergency repair. So in the cases where they're doing a trench, we're repaving the entire road. In this case, where it's a 10 by 10 patch on a road that's 1,000 feet long, and it was an emergency repair, it's a little unique, but we're working it out. I'm familiar with the, so.
Can I
Yeah.
also, hi, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I also add, because they've labeled it an emergency repair, there is actually also a legal issue in terms of their legal department analyzing whether or not they would be entitled, or they would be required, as the law is written, to pave the rest of the street. So that's gonna be a negotiation between our law department and theirs as well. I understand, but it's not a.
That
you're-
unfortunately is another matter.
I just
though,
want to, I just
Anthony.
want to add real quick, it's not, this isn't,
Right.
but the repavement is not a unilateral issue from the township. If we're up to us, perhaps things would be moving faster, but there is Viola, there is the contractor themselves, and
Right.
they have a right to have a say, so we're
That was
negotiating.
last year. That's why, as you know, there were two things happening. One, there was an issue with some standing water in his driveway, which is another matter. And then there's this matter with a recent patch that was done at the very end of the road. It's about 500 feet from your property, that he's brought to our attention, and we reached out to Veolia. We're working.
So we're working on it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Janet Lang, 37 Cedar Drive, Toms River. I came to address, I think, maybe an inadvertent error, but firstly, I want to read from page 108 of the Toms River Employee Manual regarding policy V4C4, opt-out of health benefits policy. I want to read section 1, which reads, full-time employees who are eligible for medical, prescription, and dental benefits with the township plan may elect to waive coverage for cash payment. Section 4 also says, the choice for opt-out must be based on the fact that the employee is covered under another health plan. Proof of outside coverage is required to be eligible for opt-out payment. So I do a lot of requests and read through a lot of documents, and within that research, I have found that there is a elected official who is not a full-time employee who received a $5,000 payment to opt out of the health insurance plans. And I'd like to I'm going to assume, even though that person should have been told to provide proof that they have other health insurance. So I don't know if that person was aware that they shouldn't have received this $5,000, but that opt-out benefit, according to this policy, is only for full-time employees. Yet, Mr. Coleman received a $5,000 opt-out payment in January of 2025.
Mr. Coleman?
Yes, you did, sir.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
It's on the quarterly tax reports, the WR30. It says that in one quarter alone, I believe that your yearly
I would
stipend.
caution, I would caution against making statements that you can't back up. We'll look into it, and
I have the report
we'll
in
look
front
into
of
it,
me.
but I'd caution you against making statements that you can't prove, so.
Well,
Mr. Coleman, I would advise not to
I
respond.
have the WR30
I'm gonna
that
the
was
attorney, so-
produced
I'm going to
by
advise.
the township.
I'm going to advise that we don't give you a response today, but I'll be happy to look into it.
That's fine. You don't have to respond. I totally understand. I would just like to kindly request that it's returned because I believe it was paid to you in error. Okay, thank you.
Cardella, 752 Jacqueline Court. I'm actually here to put on record some actually in rebuttal to some extent, to some statements that Mayor Roderick made the last meeting regarding the animal shelter and it being operating illegally. The wording that he used actually came out of NJ Administrative Code 823A. However, I just want to rebuke some of the stuff that he said because it was false. The first is his claim was that the animal shelter did not have ventilated cages, they were glass, and that is against the law. This is false as per the letter of the law and made apparent by the multiple satisfactory inspections results from previous years by our Ocean County Health Department. And as a Chapter 8 code does not state in any capacity that glass enclosures cannot be used, hence Monmouth County SPCA. And in fact, there are a few other animal shelters that use the same exact enclosures with no issues. Also says that the animal shelters did not have dog doors, which is against the law. In fact, there are, just not being used. There's guillotine doors on several of the kennels that are in the back of the shelter, and they are used to deal with, 6 in particular, that are used to deal with aggressive dogs or those that have bite quarantines on them. And then with regards to the animal control situation, we do have a company that picks up dead animals and live animals, and all you have to do is call 911 and let them know that they have been dispatched through the police department. But truthfully, anyone who's experienced this lately, if you've contacted them, we've basically been told the animal control provider that we have doesn't do that. On multiple occasions, I've had this experience myself. I've had other people tell me about their experiences. So this is a problem because, in fact, that is against the law because we are required.
No, the animal control provider does everything
am
they can
not-
under the
I-
law. Well, I will let you stand there and
No.
make false statements.
Seriously,
Please,
no.
please,
Make false statements, and I won't have
Mr.
to correct
Salon,
you.
just let her finish. At the end, I'll let you comment at the end, all right? Please let her, don't interrupt her. Go ahead.
You can say all you want. At the end of the day, our animal control is garbage. They do not show up when they need to. We were out looking for the lost dog, Maggie, that has been lost for almost 2 weeks now. And in speaking to the police, yeah, we already asked them, and we were told that A Academy won't come out for that. So what do they come out for? Because every single time, and that's a rhetorical question because I do not want to hear from you, but I want to know what they actually do come out for. And if you'd like, I'm going to say this. You can address it at the end of the meeting with me because I don't want you to take my time. And then finally, I'm just frustrated because I feel like this administration is trying to justify the decisions they're making by saying stuff is illegal and throwing out false information to the public. And I think that really just needs something that needs to resonate with our
Thank you.
residents.
Yes.
I'll just talk like this, hopefully. Can everybody hear me? I am Lisa Engel. I reside at 76 Main Street in Silverton, right across from Silverton Park. I have been fighting for 2 years. Came to my attention there was an issue with a large sign that was put at the entry of Silverton Park stating the park hours. Tom Nivison, who's my fellow Silvertonite, knows I've been having issues in this park for the last 2 years. Disturbances late at night, people using the park as a hotel room at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, lack of ordinance enforcement, vandalism, et cetera, et cetera. I am the reason why that sign was put there. I have contacted the township on numerous occasions, fought with the Parks and Recreations. This sign's been a long time coming for me. My residence is 50 feet from this park. My bedroom window is directly across the street. So my family member showed me, I'm not on Facebook, the true site where they said this is a waste of taxpayer dollars, et cetera, and that this sign was put there for spite and blah, blah, blah. This sign matters to me and my quality of life, without politics or anything else. I've been living in Silverton for many, many years. I'm a good neighbor. I support all my fire department. I always supported the Silverton First Aid Squad. This is about my quality of life, and I have pages and pages of documentation from the last 2 years, It's a law for that sign to be there. Land and use, code 383.1. The township is required to have that sign there. I'm hoping it helps officers enforce ordinance. When people are in there, they can say, what are you doing in here? Don't you see the sign? It's, you know, I feel like I had to come here and explain that is not a waste of taxpayer dollars. It's the law, and it matters to me. You know, politics, no politics, and that's just what I came here for. So I'm hoping, I actually would love to have gates there, you know, because the park over the last couple years with society has deteriorated. It was once a small little playground, and now it's, you know, it's turned into like a crazy place. So I just wanted to say that. The sign matters to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for my big, beautiful sign.
Yes.
Hi. Dawn Corbett-Nivison, 1520 Silverton Road, Toms River, New Jersey. I just want to say that, first of all, I earn far less than the mayor earns after 26 years at the same job. And at one point, I had a car from that job that I could use for work. Okay? If I use that car for any other reason than that job that provided that car, I would lose privileges of having that car. So why is there special rules for special
The
people?
mayor's on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's why he's able to use the car.
He is not able to leave his Irvington job to drive here in an emergency, I can guarantee you. He will lose that job up north. Because they're not going to say, okay, you go.
Good point.
So my second point is this. I have a full-time job. It has certain work hours. If I take another job during those same exact work hours, I will get fired from the job that I don't show up to. Why are there separate rules for separate people? And the township taxpayers deserve better than that. And there's no excuse you're going to tell me, Mr. Solanas, or anyone on the council here that voted to allow any of this, which I don't believe you all did because I don't remember that. But there's no one here that's going to tell me that that's correct. That is called double dipping. And he's not here for his job, so who's running the town? You?
I would defer against you slandering the mayor, and I'd appreciate it if you would. I will say that there
You are so
are mayors
laughable
throughout
right
the
now.
state that have personal vehicles to use. There are police officers that use vehicles for personal
they
use.
drive
There are many
within the
there are many
township
public
for
employees across
township
the entire state
business.
that use their township
And
vehicles
they
for personal use.
drive in the
Especially when they're on
township
call 24
for
hours a day, 7
township
days a week.
business. They do not take that car to a second job that they accepted, knowing that they already accepted a mayor job that's full-time and pays a full-time salary with benefits, no less. So,
The council which
mayor
your
is
husband is
double
on
dipping.
approved
No.
the use of the vehicle.
I do.
I didn't approve that. I did not approve that.
Council with your
You snuck it in, John.
When?
Enough.
When was this
Enough.
approved?
I want,
wanna see the
please-
paperwork when
excuse
it was
me.
approved.
Could you please just finish your comments?
The minutes of the meeting.
Stop,
I
please
have
don't
3
interrupt.
minutes, Mr.
I don't
Clark.
want you to be interrupted.
Now it turns out
I
maybe
don't
you
want you to be interrupted.
do.
Finish your comments.
I have my full 3 minutes. That's the only comments I wanted to make. But I do want to know, when was that approved? And I want it to be shown for the record, when did the council actually approve that the mayor could have a second job during the same hours that he has the full-time mayor job? And when was he allowed to take the car out of state, out of the town?
Thank you very much. Hi, Carlos.
How's it going? How's everything? Carlos Amansari, Winterham, guys. You see that? At the end, it got a little rough, but everything been running a little smooth. I'm tired of coming over here and telling you guys to get along. I'm tired of saying we need better future for this town. I really hope this November election change for the best, because I'm going to be holding a lot of you guys accountable. Sorry for my language, my Spanglish. Now, today I rushed from work to be here. There is few people that I guess they couldn't rush to be here. Last time I tried to speak, I wasn't able to speak because unfortunately the hour ran out and there was 3 people online. You know, if we talking about double dipping, I couldn't get 3 extra minutes that you guys could approve and pay for to speak. My comments, because where I live got shot up, we had a whole bunch of overdose, we had a whole bunch of stuff happen a month and a half ago now. But once again, my voice didn't count. Then the mayor decided to tell me, shut up and get out of here. You don't live here. I take that personally because I walk these streets every day. I know the homeless. I know the rich man. I know the poor man. I know everyone. So I'm taking it personal where, guys, this is a disrespectful, whatever you guys want to call yourself. You once told me that I should go grow tomatoes. I'm a cannabis
because you want to grow marijuana.
Please, I'm a cannabis farmer. I'm a hardworking man. That anything that anyone asks, I will go and bust my behind for. That's why I don't got a title. I could be a construction man, I could be, sorry, Chief, I could even be one of your helpers one day. Many titles, but I can't go grow tomatoes. You got the hat of many people right now. You getting paid a big salary. The mayor is getting paid a big salary if you guys approve, I would like to be the mayor and hire 2 guys to come mentor me, and I guarantee you we all could get along and do a better job. But that's not what I'm here for. You need to campaign hard and get reelected in that seat. We need to get moving forward, sir. This is not Tom's River. You see what's happening with political people getting killed, regular people getting killed because of the hateful that we can't get along. This is a Republican town. It's time we unite each other, you guys. I don't want to hear it. We could disagree to agree, and we could disagree to disagree. But we got to learn a way to communicate. And if you guys can't do that, like, let somebody else have a chance.
Thank you,
sir.
Carlos. Hi, Chris.
Mr. Coleman, 111 Flag Street, Christopher Raymond. I think it's great that the township has bought a police vehicle. I got up here, I think it was in February, the council voted 4-3 no. It was either 13 or 15 vehicles they voted against. My question, I don't know who's going to answer it. When are we going to buy those police vehicles? That's question number 1. Number 2, are we going to do away with the this idea of turning the police cars into the color black? I guess the third question would be, when are we going to address the drag racing on Route 37, which it just gets worse every day? And it's not about Chief Guy Mayer or those 2 officers in the back. They just don't have enough officers. I don't think they've hired in over a year, which I don't know what Mr. Solanas would say, but we have to hire officers or we're not going to have much of anything left in this town. The quality of life, and I'm not just talking about the garbage that I see in the streets, we have less services that are available. One of the good things we have, I see Mr. Beignon in the back, we have an excellent public works service. The gentleman who I don't know his name in the back, the engineer, he's great. I email him, right back to me. But we have to hire or rehire more officers. The police cars, the paint is falling off them. So if we're buying one car, when are we buying the other car? So I'm not really sure what you can say to that. You know.
We're currently hiring officers. There's a post on our Facebook page looking for officers. There's been dozens of officers that have applied, and we'll be in the process of interviewing applicants.
And the next academy is not until January, so you would hope that you will replace and hire again?
Which is why we're hiring current police officers.
Meaning that are Class A certified, or you're going to put them through the academy? I'm not understanding you.
Certified police officers that are working in other
How
towns.
soon do you think till you get more officers?
This has been discussed with you before, Mr. Raymond.
That's not what I'm asking. See, this is why, Mr. Coleman, as you started the meeting, I'll finish it this way with you. I can't wait for January because maybe with them we'll get some honest answers about really where this township's heading.
What was dishonest
Because
about
we're
my
not
answer?
getting, well, I'm not going to address him.
Yeah.
We're not getting those answers. I've talked to you, Mr. Coleman, numerous times. Mr. Burns, I hope things get better for you. Ms. O'Toole, I guess she had to go home already, but I just cannot wait for January. We actually have some credibility again, and being honest with us. I don't care. Just tell me the truth. And from the police department to the fire department, to the animal shelter, to the way we treat homeless, this is not the town I grew up in. And the last thing I wanted to tell you was, my mother passed away recently, and I wanted to say, if he was here, Mo Hill, which I don't know why we can't get a photo of him. I think we need to drop our ego with that. But Mayor Hill, who went to high school with my mother, came to the funeral. It meant a lot to me. I know Mr. Kelleher would have done the same thing. So I just want to say that we can do better in this town, and I wish you all well. Thank you.
Chris, just before you go down, I'm very sorry about your mother. I worked with your mother.
I know you
A
did.
super lady. Your
Thank
dad also.
Thank you.
I didn't know that she had passed, and I just want to
Passed
say
away August 4th.
my condolences, and I mean that sincerely.
Barbara Crystal, 248 Bulkhead Avenue. Since the vote regarding allowing the mayor's use of the township vehicle and gas and other services, repair services, was unclear, it appears, according to the council, what is the length of the term during which the mayor will have the use of the township vehicle to drive 64.5 miles back and forth to his second job and to fill up that vehicle with township funds, with taxpayers' funds? And can an ordinance or resolution be proposed to limit the term of the township funding the mayor's commute back and forth to Irvington, his second job? Because that seems really unreasonable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any answers?
No, remember yours is just comments. There are no answers at this time. If you wish to discuss it, you make an appointment, come in town, and they'll be happy to address it, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll start working on an ordinance for that. Yeah.
Vote in November.
Hey, anyone else? Sir.
I'm James Anderson from Troop 1. I just wanted to say thank you for you guys for holding this, letting me be here. This notebook has the notes I took from this meeting. It's for my communications merit badge. It'll get me one step closer to Eagle. And I want to thank the members out there in the community who helped me find my way up here when I first got here and who helped me out today. I'm hoping to get Eagle by this April.
Congratulations. And if there's any follow-up that you would need, please don't hesitate to contact the mayor's office, and you can come in and we'll try to help you out also. Okay? All right. Any other public comments? If not, I'll take a motion to close public comments. Excuse me? No. One time, Carlos, just once.
Make a motion to close public comment.
Do I have a second? I'll second it.
Motion to close public comment was made by Councilman Nivus and seconded by Council Vice President Coleman. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We need a
Mo-
motion to adjourn
So moved.
To adjourn.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Jim, just for you, I'm going to talk to you just once.
You too, Craig.